I'm going to say something outrageous. I have never been particularly poor at calculating how to get things done in the United States Senate. So the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway, we're ready to get.
Got hairy legs.
Is military response an option for a ransomware attack? And President Putin had called you in his press conference an experienced person. You famously told him he didn't have a soul. Do you now have a deeper understanding of him after this meeting?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
In other
blood. Yeah, blood. Oh.
Blood.
Oh, God. So somebody get some napkins?
Oh, God.
Dallas, help me.
I'm not touching it. I'm not really qualified.
Some help?
Somebody get a first aid kit, please.
There's a lot of blood.
Oh, my God. His hair's on fire.
From the fucking Arctic. Yeah, Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip flops with Louis Vuitton.
Hey everyone. Hello everybody. Now I know that no is spelled just like now, but without, the K. Speaking of, hey man, do you have any ketamine? No, not that kind of show. Keep it semi-family friendly. No, I got, you got it. Whatever you say, Mr. Cosby, don't worry about it. I got it. Okay, so anyway, I'm aware that some of my subscribers don't like me getting quote unquote, political. But this video isn't really political. It's more about your God-given human rights and how they're being, abused. Okay, can we actually stop the voice changer thing? I'm over that.
So y'all want to reimpose lockdowns and mask mandates? What's next? Are they going to start saying unvaccinated people should be denied or refuse medical treatment? Oh wait, what's this? And who knows, maybe mayors and governors are going to start forcing their citizens to take the stabby jabby. They're going to stick you with that Fauci ouchie, whether you like it or not. Well, it doesn't matter if it's bad for your health and it goes against what your doctor says, because Dr. Fauci and de Blasio and Josephine Biden want you to have the vaccine. I should stop drinking. White Claws. Way too many White Claws. I only had 6. That's not that many. I was just joking. If my sponsor's watching, I only had 2. Anyways, but that would never happen. The government would never force you to take a vaccine, even if it's against, your own, medical, health. Oh, wait, what's this? And who knows, maybe the CDC director will say that vaccine passports is going to be mandatory. Maybe they're going to say it's the way of the future. Oh, wait, what's this? Maybe even judges will start reducing sentences for inmates, who get vaccinated. I was just joking. Oh wait, what's this? And if that's not scary enough, fucking USA Today literally, just fucking today deleted an NBC report showing that vaccinated people can still spread fucking COVID. You know why? Because vaccinated people carry a heftier dose of that fucking COVID. Yeah, that's right. Vaccinated people carry a higher viral load than unvaccinated people. You fucking morons. Of course they can still spread it. Holy shit, I'm getting ads on Spotify and Hulu for the Michigan lottery. They're all like, if you're of age and you're vaccinated with proof, then you're eligible to win millions in prizes. I mean, you got the Michigan fucking lottery literally propagating this vaccine to you? Like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. This is 100% government propaganda. Why does the government want this vaccine so bad on all of the citizens? You know what? I'm a little bit tipsy. So what? Okay, what I meant to say is, why does the government, the U.S. government specifically, want its citizens to take this vaccine so badly? Huh? This is novel. This is monumental. This is dangerous.
The news tonight at 11, a big announcement from the governor's office. Michigan is the latest state to offer up a cash incentive for anyone who gets the COVID vaccine.
Tomorrow, the governor will be joined by business leaders to announce what they're calling the My Shot to Win sweepstakes. They say vaccinated residents can win a combined total of more than $5 million in cash and 9 $55,000 college scholarships. The money is being made available by Meyer in partnership with the United Way, the state, and other organizations. Anyone over 18 who has at least one dose of the vaccine can register. The college scholarships are for anyone 12 to 17 years old.
Michiganders can qualify just by getting their vaccine. A series of drawings will take place statewide.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer says a new sweepstakes giving away millions of dollars is intended to entice more people to get the COVID-19 vaccine. And she says she's so confident in this program that it'll be a bigger success than the state of Ohio's.
If you've not gotten the vaccine yet, the virus is still a very real threat to you.
At a press conference announcing a brand new lottery-style sweepstakes and website to promote COVID-19 vaccinations, we find no shortage of excitement.
Our goal is also to bless some young folks to help, let's say, incentivize them to further their education. Let's say incentivize them to further their education. And just to help along the way.
The multi-million-dollar sweepstakes that include lots of money for college scholarships, we've learned will be funded with federal dollars.
Some of you must be thinking, didn't Ohio do this first? Well, yes, they did. But in typical Michigan fashion, we wanted to do it bigger and better.
Governor, what makes you think that people who've decided not to get the vaccine will now do so?
You know, that's something we don't know, right? But we saw in Ohio and other states that have had sweepstakes that they saw an influx of people coming in to get vaccinated.
Do you think more people will be motivated to get the shot?
I think they will because there's an incentive.
Do you see this campaign being successful?
If one of the potential prizes is a college scholarship, I've got a 12-year-old, that would be an awesome prize to win.
The state says the current vaccination rate of at least one shot is just under 63%, with a remaining goal of 70%. The governor says it's important to know those already vaccinated are still eligible to win and simply have to register with a date of their first shot.
As we look at who has not received a vaccine yet, there are people who indicate that they would like to or they're open to it, but it just hasn't been convenient.
CEO of the Michigan Chamber of Commerce, Rich Studley, says Meyer and the United Way have truly stepped up when state rules prevented a campaign like this being run as part of state law.
Hi, everyone. We're here in Grand Blanc, Michigan, about to award our $1 million winner on the My Shot to Win sweepstakes. So she should be just home from work. So let's go see if she's here.
Gosh, this is awesome.
Big question.
Yeah.
Now that you have won this money, this cash prize for getting vaccinated, what's the plan?
Oh, the plan. Okay.
Well, if you've already gotten your COVID shot or plan to get one soon, you can win some serious money simply because of it.
Yeah, or maybe even a scholarship. Michigan now has its own vaccine sweepstakes like a lot of other states do, and the governor is hoping it'll kickstart our slowing vaccine numbers.
This is a great tool in our arsenal to fight COVID.
The benefits go without saying, but now it literally could pay to get your COVID vaccine.
Why is the Michigan lottery seducing me to get the vaccine so I could potentially win millions in prizes? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's fucking propaganda. It's all propaganda. What? I've never seen a Michigan lottery ad for any other vaccine in the history of vaccines. I mean, this is an experimental vaccine. Like, this vaccine is not perfected. There are plenty of side effects. For example, the reason why I have not been vaccinated, don't fucking come at me, bro, is because my doctor, my rheumatoid doctor, who understands my chronic ailments with ankylosing spondylitis, my doctor understands that I have an autoimmune disease, therefore a very weak autoimmune system. So my doctor did not recommend for me to take the vaccine. She just didn't want to risk it, didn't want to risk putting it in my body because I have a very, very serious autoimmune disease. So it's like, look, the road we're going down, like especially with fucking de Blasio talking about how, oh, we're gonna have to fucking take the vaccine because the voluntary stage is over. The voluntary stage is over. Okay, you didn't see that video? Okay, let's watch that video. Let's watch that video real quick. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Bill de Blasio, and I'll take the question right to you. You heard Dr. Bailey, Mayor de Blasio. Right now, you're requiring frontline workers, I believe, to either get the vaccine or get tested. Do you think you ought to ramp up that mandate to be complete to the vaccine?
Not for it, because our kids need that, and they need it again now. So we're coming back full strength in September. We did a very extensive testing program in every school. So we know how to do that. Our employees understand how to go through that. But what's good about our Department of Education right now is a high level of vaccination. And we're going to do a major vaccination drive for kids 12 years old and up. And look, I'm a parent. My kids went to New York City public schools. If my kids were going to school in September, I would be running to get them vaccinated right now. And like was said a moment ago, we used to do this as parents all the time for a variety of vaccinations. We've got to shake people at this point and say, come on now. We tried voluntary. We could not have been more kind and compassionate as a country. Free testing everywhere you turn, incentives, friendly, warm embrace. The voluntary phase is over. We can keep doing those things. I'm not saying shut it down. I'm saying voluntary alone doesn't work. It's time for mandates because it's the only way to protect our people.
So,
you see them acknowledging that at all and making corrections?
Not at all, because for them to acknowledge that they've botched the public health message would be to take the blame for what they perceive to be Republican failures and for what they want to portray as Republican failures. And again, the big problem here right now is that if you want to incentivize people to get the vaccine, what you should be saying is that the vaccinated have no responsibility to prevent you from getting the disease. You have a responsibility to prevent you from getting a disease. And that responsibility lies in going and getting the vaccine. They're not going to do this because there is no logical endpoint. This all started with flattening the curve so we didn't overwhelm the hospital system. We avoided it. Then it was wait until the vaccine was available. It's available. Then it was wait until everybody's had a chance to get the vaccine. Everybody's had a chance to get the vaccine. So what exactly is the endpoint? There is no endpoint.
We tried voluntary. We tried voluntary and it didn't work. Motherfucker, that's the point of voluntary. That's the point. If it's voluntary, that means like you don't know the outcome because anybody could come get the vaccine. You don't know what the final number of people who are going to want to get it are going to be. That's why it's voluntary. So obviously there's no right or wrong answer. Like just saying that like the voluntary didn't work and that we now need to mandate this is a fucking very slippery slope to fascism, totalitarianism, a fucking dictatorship. Nobody in government and nobody on the fucking planet, doesn't matter who you are, what level you're at, nobody should be allowed to tell you, you have to take this vaccine. You have to jab this needle in your arm. Okay, if we had the fucking rage virus from 28 days later, maybe that would make sense. If we had fucking zombies running around, sure. But this is fucking COVID, where the majority of people have a 98.5% survival. I'm not willing to risk my body, which, by the way, whatever happened to these feminists with all these abortionists, whatever, my body, my choice, motherfuckers. Like, yeah, my body, my choice. If I don't want to fucking get the vaccine, I don't need to get the vaccine. Period. Fuck you. I mean, shit, before you know it, CNN is going to start saying that unvaccinated people shouldn't be allowed to work or buy fucking food. Oh, wait, what's this? But real quick, I'm kind of getting sidetracked, and I want to go back to the whole Piers Morgan debacle, where he's literally saying that he believes unvaxxed people should be denied medical treatment, essentially, is what he's saying. So let's go ahead and read his tweet, and then we'll come back and talk about it. Piers Morgan tweeted out, those who refuse to be vaccinated with no medical reason not to should be refused NHS care if they then catch COVID. I'm hearing of anti-vaxxers using the ICU beds in London at vast expense to the taxpayer. Let them pay for their own stupidity and selfishness. He then said the furious determination of so many supposedly intelligent people to refuse to be vaccinated against COVID is staggering, incredibly stupid, and deeply depressing. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh man, I could ask the exact same question, man. So I'm going to go ahead and ask, what the fuck is wrong with you, Piers Morgan? Then Twitter user Lee76 responded to Piers Morgan by saying, okay, we applying that discrimination to drug users, alcoholics, the obese, extreme sports, enthusiasts, etc. No medical reason? How about the complete lack of long-term medical safety data? Seems like a pretty good reason to me. You must be on the government double time. Abigail Johnson responded to Piers by saying, so where does this stop? Smokers don't get treatment? Anyone who's overweight? We've heard this before. We treat everyone, including the bad guys who attack us at work. It's a moral and ethical slippery slope, and we have a job to do and registration to uphold. Another user wrote, this is vile. What about the people who've experienced serious adverse reactions to the vaccine? Or what about those who've died after taking it? You're complicit in the medical apartheid. I know someone's going to correct me in the comments. Just go ahead. Just do it. Spell it out for me. Tell me how it's pronounced. This is disgusting. Another user said, you utter fool. Have you ever heard of the numbers in hospitals after having had the vaccine? You are a professional propaganda merchant and enumerate to boot. However, Piers Morgan did fail to mention that those who have chosen not to take the vaccine also pay for the NHS through their fucking taxes. Essentially, Piers Morgan is arguing that people who refuse to allow themselves to be injected with vaccines linked to innumerable side effects to ward off this virus for which they have a 99.8% survival rate should be left to die in order to save quote-unquote money. Fuck you, Piers Morgan. And just so you know, if this is enacted, his solution would also end up killing people who are admitted to a hospital for ailments that have nothing to do with COVID, given that positive tests in hospitals are counted as COVID admissions, even if the person is asymptomatic and is being treated for a non-COVID illness. And as I've already stressed multiple times on this channel, we are now entering a two-tier society. It's a two-system society is being created, where discrimination and targeting the unvaccinated is becoming not only normalized but encouraged. You have the NFL, I believe, they just proposed players who are not vaccinated wearing a yellow wristband on the field while playing a game, just because they need to let the other players know that this guy has not been vaxxed. It makes no sense. It reminds me of the yellow stars during the internment camps, or the Auschwitz, the Jewish stars, the Hitler guy. You know, he did that. You know Hitler, right? I think his name is Adolf. Because you didn't get the vaccine, so you gotta suffer for it. No. I ain't fucking having that. Nobody should be forced to take a vaccine. Nobody should. Like, come on, guys. Like, I'm not crazy. Like, I'm not for or against the vaccine. If you want to take it, fucking take it. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. What I do give a fuck about is my civil liberties and my fucking freedoms as a fucking American. I mean, shit, I'm about to. I mean, come on, guys. It doesn't take a fucking genius to see this, okay? A blind person could see this. And what is this? This is a slippery motherfucking slope, is what this is. First, you allow the government to legally mandate, legally stick you with a fucking needle against your will. They force a needle in your arm. That's step one. What's step two? World domination. As soon as you show that you're submissive to letting the government force a needle in your arm, is as soon as the fucking world ends. That's the same. It ends the same day. The world will end the same day they mandate these vaccines. It'll kiss your freedoms goodbye. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Kiss them goodbye, bitch. I mean, think about it, man. Think about it. You let the government mandate a vaccine. What do you think they can also get away with? Think about it. Holy shit. Again, my doctor, my actual doctor, not just my family doctor, but my rheumatoid doctor, both told me I should not take the vaccine. And I don't plan on it. Because my fucking doctors, who went to school for fucking 20 years, told me so. And they know best. They know better than you, Bill de Blasio. They know better than you, Gavin Newsom or Gretchen Whitmer. Or fucking whatever the fuck your stupid mayor's name is of your stupid liberal city. If you give them an inch, they will take it a mile. Mark my words. Mark my Marxist words. These commies are gonna fucking take over. And when they do, you know you want to know a fun little fact? You want to know the only way out of a communist government? You want to know the only way out of it? Fucking war. So God forbid we get to the point where we actually get run over by a goddamn fucking communist government. Because the day that happens, this little fucking BB gun that I use in my videos is not going to be a BB gun anymore. It's going to be one of the real guns I have behind this cloud wall. Yeah, behind these clouds is a safe. A very big safe with a lot of real guns. And those guns are going to come out, baby. I'm just saying. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I know. I'm just being dramatic. It's for the show. It's all, I would never, unprovoked just take my, look, all I'm saying is, if push comes to shove, I'm going to shove before you can push. And I'm going to fucking break your legs. Misery style. Have you seen that movie? If you haven't, you should watch it. It's fucked. And that's going to be you. You're going to be James Caan, and I'm going to be fucking Kathy Bates. Anyway, so I know I spend a lot of time on my channel talking about celebrities and people that you would probably recognize. I don't really spend enough time talking about the little people, the people that make a difference, the everyday people, the worker bees of this country. And I want to give some airtime to one of these fucking true American patriot. I want to give a second to this man who, by the way, doesn't look like he would be saying the things that he's saying, but he is. So let that be a lesson. Don't judge a book by its cover or his cover. I'm sure he identifies as he, him. I feel like he does because I went to his Instagram, which is awesome, by the way. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but what I'm trying to say is there is an American who stood up in front of the city council and he spoke his mind. And not just his mind, he spoke the truth. And he spoke facts. And these are undeniable facts. And he spoke them in front of a crowd of people that feel the exact same way. But in front of a fucking a panel of judges that clearly are not feeling it. So without further ado, I want to lend the floor to this proud patriot and someone I'm proud to call a fellow American. Yeah, I know a lot of you don't live in America, so you're like, oh, fuck you. But you all can have your own kind of patriotism. You should all have your own kind of patriotism. This is my patriotism. So if you're American, hopefully you'll understand what I'm talking about. Or what more specifically, what he's talking about. So let's go ahead and let this man speak. Applejack, hit it.
Good morning, supervisors. Thank you for being here, listening to us. Before I go further, though, I'd like to address Miss Wilma Wooten and that propaganda that you were sharing. This is not factual. We've actually, being that we are not Cuba yet or North Korea, we still have access to the internet. And it's beautiful because your department has done a fantastic job of documenting the deaths in this county. So what I've done is taken that information which you've provided to ensure that I'm an informed citizen and I know when you're lying. So here we go. April 2021, there were 147 people who died in this county. Whatever the positive tests say with this PCR test, which we know to be unscientific and be used at 45 thresholds, which makes these positive tests false positives. We know this, and we also know that 147 people died in this county in the month of May. Or, forgive me, April. So let's go to May. How many people died in May? Miss Wilma Wooten was talking about how all these people are dying. 54. We had 54 deaths in the county of San Diego. I don't care about the positives because obviously the PCR test is bunk and we know that. So let's go back to the deaths because that's hard evidence that we can use. In the month of June, how many deaths did we have, Nathan Fletcher? 80. How many residents are in this county? 3 million? 3.3 million residents in this county, and we're using propaganda that Wilma Wooten is using from the PCR test that we know that has been tested to be bunk because we've had 80 people die in this county. How many rights are we going to take away before we look at the facts? We know what you're trying to do. There are good supervisors up here that are trying to fight for freedom like the Constitution, but where are the rest of you? Why are you silencing people and using this jargon to scare us into submission? When are you going to speak the truth, Wilma? We're calling you out because we, the citizens of America, are tired of these lies. We get lied to regularly. We're used to these lies. Who's going to stand up for the truth?
Yeah, that was what I would call a Darth News mic drop. Anyways, this dude deserves a standing ovation, but who's going to speak the truth? Well, I'm going to do my best to also help speak the truth, my friend. I'm going to try to spread the word. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm done. That's all I have to say on the topic. So, until next time, don't forget to pull out. That is POO motherfucking L. And as always, make sure you, I already said it, like, share, subscribe. Go to my merch store at darthnews.com, buy some merch, or go to my Patreon and donate as little as $1 a month. It goes a long way because all my videos, not all of them, more recently are becoming more monetized, but I do get, most of my videos are still demonetized. So feel free to support me as little as $1 a month on Patreon at patreon.com/darthnews. I'm going to go donate $1. It's to help buy food for, you know. No, that's actually not Tina. This is Carlisle. Yeah, this is Carlisle. No, I just made that name up, like just now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that motherfucker with a short fuse. I'm that motherfucker with the short fuse. I'm that motherfucker with all the wrong views. I'm that motherfucker more contagious than the flus. I'm that motherfucker flying high like Howard Hughes. I'm that motherfucker just looking for his muse. YouTube hate me cause I get good reviews. I love to amuse. They want me to bend the knee, but I'm that motherfucker that refuse. I make fun of everyone, yeah, you, the Christians and the Jews, the blacks and the whites. What can I say? I got a large appetite for flying high on the booze. I'm the motherfucker with a short fuse. I'm the motherfucker with a short fuse. I'm the motherfucker with a short fuse. I'm the motherfucker with all the wrong views.